Hello, this is Jam Master Daniel96, and in today's video, I'll be reviewing Star Wars Ahsoka by E.K. Johnston, so let's begin. So, I decided to reread the Ahsoka novel because, the Siege of Mandalore Clone Wars arc is going on, and I thought it would be the perfect time to reread this book. I obviously read this book around the time it came out, back in the fall of 2016. So, pretty much, like the early days of my channel, but back then when I was reading the Ahsoka book, I wasn't doing book reviews on my channel. So that's a little side note on that. I reread the book recently because of the Siege of Mandalore arc is going on with Clone Wars Season 7, so I thought it'd be a perfect time to reread it. And so the majority of this book takes place between episodes 3 and 4, so even between you even get to see Ahsoka's journey, her after the Clone Wars and before, when we see her in Star Wars Rebels. So you do get that stuff there, what she was up to after Clone Wars and before Rebels. And so it is pretty much like a bridge between the two shows. And you do get our first glimpse of the Siege of Mandalore, because there are, some flashbacks in this book. So you do get, this was like our actual first glimpse of the Siege of Mandalore, because around this time the book was being, came out, we never knew, the Clone Wars revival would happen. And this was around the time the closest thing we would get to the Siege of Mandalore around the time, and now we're getting the Siege of Mandalore with Clone Wars Season 7, so that's that. And so, pretty much this is after Order 66, so after the events of Revenge of the Sith, and Ahsoka, is in hiding, and she uses the name Ashla, just like how Obi-Wan would use the name Ben on Tatooine, when Obi-Wan was in hiding. So you get that parallel there. And Ahsoka, is first on a planet called Thebeska, if I said that right. And then she works for the Farty clan. And then after that, Ahsoka goes to the moon Rada. Then Ahsoka meets Kaden Lart, and Kaden has a sister named Maria. And then, Kaden tells, her family about Ahsoka. So that's that bit there. And then, there's bits in the book where Ahsoka wonders, what happened to Anakin, because around this time, she doesn't know, Anakin became Darth Vader, because that's revealed in Rebels. So, she doesn't know what happened to Anakin around the time of Order 66, and by this, that she doesn't know Anakin went to the dark side around this time. And then the Empire comes to Rada and invades the planet. So, there's a Empire takeover on Rada, they invade the moon. Then even Ahsoka, encounters a Black Sun agent, so we get to see the Black Sun, who Prince Shizor from Shadows of the Empire is a part of, and you even see him in the Clone Wars series, and the Black Sun Syndicate do exist in the new canon, and they pretty much stayed canon due to the Clone Wars, but we don't have Prince Shizor in the new canon, so, Black Sun appearing. I mean, that's just a little side note there, but you do get Black Sun in this Black Sun Syndicate in this book. Bail Organa makes an appearance in the book, and then, he meets up with Ahsoka. So, they kind of meet up with each other. Then, Bail tells Ahsoka about the Sixth Brother Inquisitor, which, Ahsoka will fight the Sixth Brother Inquisitor, and then near the end, Ahsoka will defeat the Sixth Brother Inquisitor, and then that's pretty much, like a brief rundown of what happens in this book and my thoughts on this book. I thought it was a good read. Definitely, if you're a fan of Clone Wars and Rebels and the character of Ahsoka, I definitely would recommend reading it. And if you haven't read it, it's definitely a perfect time to read it. And if you want to read, and if you read this book before, I'd say even definitely a perfect time to reread it with the Siege of Mandalore going on in the new Clone Wars season. And it's definitely a must recommend. And that's pretty much all I gotta say in this video. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment what you think down below, and share this video to spread the word about my channel. And I'll catch you guys next time with another video. Bye.